Yeah, stop. It's too loud.
Dear travelers, you have just crossed the threshold into a realm where reality's boundaries are as fluid as a waking dream. This is a place where the ordinary becomes extraordinary, where the known mingles with the unknown, and where the human spirit faces its deepest fears and boldest aspirations. You have entered a dimension where the impossible dances with the plausible, where mysteries unravel and enigmas entwine. Welcome, dear travelers, to the uncharted territories of the human experience. Welcome to the Twilight Zone. Now tonight, you shall see not one but two episodes of the Twilight Zone, one episode per act. And throughout the show, we will come to you, the very stars that twinkle within the Twilight Zone itself, for various suggestions. Let's practice this. On the count of not one, not two, but of three, I will ask you a question, and you will please call out the answer. On the count of three, I would like you to tell me something that you are afraid of. 1, 2, 3. Yes. That is a phobia of mine as well. On the count of three, I would like you to call out perhaps a favorite episode of the Twilight Zone that you have. 1, 2, 3.
One for the Angel.
Yes, that's my favorite. Now, standing before you, you see these various people. And in tonight's first episode, only one of these people will become the main character and focus of the story. On the count of three, I would like you to call out by some sort of a physical descriptor which you can say the person with one nose, or the lady standing on 2 feet, but hopefully more specific than that. 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
I heard vest. The gentleman in the vest.
Vest.
I heard vest. He said vest. Vest.
Police.
Black shoes.
Vest.
Yes, this character here. This woman here. In the dress vest. I now require only one volunteer from the audience to please join me here on the stage. Please raise your hand, or you can volunteer the person next to you, and I will...
This one right here. This one.
Yes. Yes, hello. This one here. please come now. Thank you. Hello, welcome.
Why, thank you.
My pleasure. Please follow me right this way. What is your name?
Lauren.
Everyone, please give a hand for Lauren. Lauren will be the second character tonight. Oh, I'm kidding. Lauren, we need you to please choose a card, but choose it wisely. For this card that will be chosen is going to set the stage and fate for this person here. So, which one will it be, Lauren? Aha. Take a look at it yourself. And please show the audience, Lauren. And speak it out loud.
Mysterious stranger.
Yes, a mysterious stranger. Lauren, oh. Very good, thank you. Please, a hand for Lauren. Thank you very much, Lauren. Yes, a mysterious stranger. At some point in this story tonight, this character will experience a mysterious stranger. But I think I will wait to ask for what type of a mysterious stranger, or rather, what type of thing will this mysterious stranger offer? We shall see. We shall have this episode play out a little bit. Where shall this first episode take place? Imagine a 1960s world. Where would you imagine this first scene takes place?
Hotel lobby.
I heard hotel lobby. A hotel lobby. And I present to you the Twilight Zone episode entitled Traveler.
Are you checking in, ma'am?
Yes.
Wonderful. What's your name?
Marilyn.
Marilyn. Ah, yes, I have your reservation right here. Where are you traveling from?
I'm traveling from New York, actually.
Oh, why are you coming to such a small town like this?
Needed to get away from a lot of things.
Well, that is the perfect place to come, because we are far from a lot of things.
It's so quiet here. There is nothing around, barely any people. It's perfect. There really isn't a lot of people here, right?
Well, we have one other room that is reserved for today, so you have the place to yourself for the time being.
Perfect.
Let me know if you do need anything.
Absolutely. Okay. Wonderful.
May I show you to your room, ma'am, and carry your luggage?
Oh, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Douglas.
Oh, you're very welcome. I'm Douglas.
What was your kind name?
Oh, Miriam.
Miriam. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Please follow me. We have you in room 12. It's right next to room 13. It's always kept unlocked.
This is nice.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, musty.
Oh, we haven't had a visitor here in quite some time. We've been saving it for someone important.
Oh. Wonderful.
There's a bar, you can help yourself.
Great.
And the restrooms in the back there cost 25 cents for a shower.
Oh. I'm not sure I have any change. Do you have any?
Yes, I do.
Oh, thank you. So, Doug,
Yes.
how long have you been working here?
Oh, gosh, thanks for asking. A drink? Sure, I'll have one. I've been working here for 7 years.
7 years? What brought you here?
Oh, I was just trying to get away from a lot of things.
Same with me.
Isn't life hard sometimes? I mean, when you stop and think about it, there are just so many things.
So many things.
Like, things everywhere you look.
So many things, so many hard things, so many just frustrating things. So many things.
Will you tell me your name again, please?
Marilyn.
Marilyn. Tell me about what you're running away from.
I guess it couldn't hurt to share a little bit. You keep it between us.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I'm running away from my husband.
Why?
He's into some terrible things.
Terrible things like what?
I'm not sure, to be quite honest, but I just know they're terrible.
You don't mind if I take some notes? I'm writing a novel.
Things just started getting suspicious.
Suspicious how?
Well, he's always been one to work late, and everything was fine. Everything seemed normal, but then when he came home later and later, he would come home angrier and angrier and more worried. And one night while he was gone, I noticed somebody outside the house. I hid in the closet all night. And then, well, my husband didn't come home one night.
Do you think that mysterious stranger was waiting for your husband?
I think so.
Do you think he kidnapped your husband?
I don't know.
Your husband might be involved with organized crime.
I think you might be right.
I've been reading all about it in the newspapers. Don't you see? The Johnson family, they've been making a big move to take over a whole swath of the country. Lots of people have been going missing lately. Hey, I don't suppose your husband happened to be in the disposable waste industry.
He is in garbage.
Well,
So, the thing is, he provided so much for me. We started getting more and more things. He started bringing me home lavish dresses, all the jewelry I ever wanted. And that's how I knew there must be something going on, because garbage pays well, but not that well.
that's what my Uncle Joe always said.
So, now I'm here, hiding away.
Well, I'm running away from a lot of things too. Although I put all of that in my past a long time ago. But I had a mother and a father, and they were just the most horrible people. Sometimes the people you expect to depend upon the most are the people who treat you the worst. Don't you find that?
I do find that.
I don't know why the world has to work that way. Wouldn't it be nice if sometimes the world was just like opposite world, and everything that's crummy about this world was great in opposite world?
Opposite world. That sounds amazing.
That sounds amazing. Marilyn Johnson, 27 years old, finding herself running away from a man, a family, a life that could pose potential danger and dissatisfaction. But the only place that Marilyn Johnson will be running into is the Twilight Zone.
What would your opposite world be like, Marilyn?
It would be simple. I always wanted a family. I never had siblings. My parents were never around.
Did you and your husband have any children?
No. I wanted to, but he was always away. He always made an excuse. He said one day. He said one day when we have the bigger house, or when he doesn't have to work so long, that we would.
My Uncle Joe said, if you pile up a whole bunch of one days, sooner or later you end up with a big bunch of empty tomorrows.
Poetic.
Uncle Joe is a poet.
Are you checking in, sir?
Yes, the name is Randall.
Ah, yes, you're the other person who's checking in today.
Yes, I reserved room number 13.
Do I? Ah, I see you did reserve room number 13. Did you enjoy room number 13 on your previous stay, sir?
I did. But this time it's not pleasure, it's business. Now, I don't want anyone to ask what's in the suitcase. If you could please just have Doug, I think it was, come get the suitcase. You might need a cart. Bring it up to room number 13.
Certainly, that's something that we do for all of our guests here at the Roadside Motor Inn.
Miriam?
Miriam.
Thank
you. Sir, just to remind you, there is a continental breakfast in the morning.
Are there going to be little sausages?
No, it will just be packets of oatmeal.
I'll keep that in mind.
Okay, well, Doug.
Yes, ma'am.
Please help Mr. Randall to his room.
Oh, certainly.
13.
Is that your luggage?
Yes, and do not ask what is inside. Like you do with all of the other customers, Doug.
I sure won't. Whoa, I'm going to need a cart.
Doug?
Yes?
Has anyone else reserved any other room other than number 13 today?
Well, we just have one other customer with us this time, sir. That's the lovely young lady in room number 12.
You don't say.
Oh, I do.
How long ago did she arrive, Doug?
Just about 25 minutes ago, sir.
You don't say.
Would you like me to put your luggage anywhere special?
Yes, in the room.
Point. To where you would like it exactly, please. It sure looks like you have something important in that piece of luggage.
Yes. Don't ask me what it is.
I certainly won't. But where did it come from?
Doug, do you value your privacy?
Oh, yes, I do, sir. That's one of the reasons I moved all the way from the big city to this small town here.
Really? To be away from it all? To get away from things?
It's like you read my mind.
It's a common thread that many people follow, Doug.
That's funny because the lovely young lady in room number 12, she's also trying to get away from a lot of things.
You don't say.
You're not in disposable waste by any chance, are you?
No, I'm an apothecary.
Oh, a mathematician.
Sure. Doug, will you do me a favor?
Oh, anything, sir.
Will you please let me know when continental breakfast is served tomorrow morning?
I will, but to be honest, it's just a crummy bunch of bagged oatmeal.
Great.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
I'll take 2 rolls of quarters. I plan to have many baths.
Now, as the scene clears, we see Marilyn Johnson happily walking through the lobby of this motor inn. The walls are lined with replica paintings, abstractions. The smell of the lodge feels damp, but yet still comforting for her. It is quite the opposite of the luxurious life that she is accustomed to, but not bothered by it. And at that moment, as she sits down, for a brief respite, a mysterious stranger enters.
Excuse me, are you looking at something?
Just your beautiful dress.
Oh, all right then. Okay, good. Good. Do you know who works here? Is there anybody at this counter?
Oh yeah, this lovely woman Miriam, but I haven't seen her this morning.
Interesting. You know, this town, I've never been anywhere like this where there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing to look at. There's just a few streets that come together and corners, and then
Nothing!
nothing.
Isn't it great?
It's bizarre.
I kind of love it. Don't you just love the smell of dirt?
I like it when it's, especially after it's rained and it smells like wet dirt. Yeah. There's something about it. It reminds me of being a kid. Do you know what that feels like?
Yeah, I remember being a kid.
What's your name?
Marilyn.
Marilyn, I'm Judith. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Judith.
It's funny that two attractive, continental ladies would find themselves in a town like this. Isn't it kind of odd?
I guess so.
It is kind of odd. Yeah. What brings you here, by the way?
Kind of a little getaway.
Oh, nice. Like a little spa vacation kind of a thing?
Sure, although my bath is broken. It won't take my quarters.
Oh. Listen, I haven't even checked in yet. You're telling me that this joint requires a quarter to use the bath?
Yeah,
I'm not used to that kind of stuff.
it's
Wow.
different here.
It's different. It's empty. It's strange. It's mysterious.
I guess you're right. Should we have a drink?
Sure. That looks good.
Bourbon.
Good.
Of course, in the Twilight Zone, not everything is a coincidence. On the contrary, everything in the Twilight Zone is exactly meant to be. One might even say predestined. We find ourselves with this mysterious stranger, Judith. And that is also not a coincidence that Judith chose this lodge. And it is not a coincidence that Judith has chosen to be alone with Marilyn. On the count of 3, I would like you to please tell us what reason that Judith has in order to speak with Marilyn. 1, 2, 3. I heard something in this region here. One more time, please. 1, 2, 3. What was it?
Killer. She's the other wife.
The other wife.
Yeah. Thank you. You know, my husband, he loves this brand.
Yeah, mine too.
Funny, huh? Kind of funny, coincidental. Oh, ah. That's sharp. That's hard. Here, cheers. To us.
To us. So, what brings you here, into the land of nothing?
Well, I came to the land of nothing to find something.
Ooh.
You see, my husband and I, we haven't been getting along so well. I thought, I'm going to get away, go somewhere where there's nothing, maybe find another guy. Who knows? Maybe it'll make him jealous. Maybe he'll come back to me. He's been acting strange.
My husband was acting strange too.
Buying jewelry, dresses. And I said, Ralph, why are you buying all the jewelry and the dresses? What's so funny?
My husband's name's Ralph, too.
You're kidding me.
And he likes the same bourbon.
What are the chances? Wow.
This purse.
Yeah.
I have one just like it.
Did Ralph give it to you too? Your Ralph?
My Ralph. Man, our Ralphs must shop at the same place.
Weird. That's odd.
Okay, this does seem a bit odd now.
Hello.
Well, hello. See what I'm talking about? This town has something.
It does have something.
Say, you there.
I was under the impression that this hotel was going to be alone.
Listen, mister, this is a public piece of property. Anybody can drive up to the Motor Inn and stay here.
That's a nice purse.
My husband gave it to me.
Your husband. He must work in garbage.
As a matter of fact, he is in the disposal industry. But that has nothing to do with my purse. How did you know? Is there something about the...
Oh, I'm just a connoisseur of purses. Don't mind me, I will just have my continental breakfast that constituted by granola, yogurt, and a single glass of milk.
That doesn't look like milk, mister. All right, well, whenever the staff gets here, I'll be checking in too.
Say, so I kind of have to talk about the elephant in the room here.
He's actually kind of handsome.
Sure, but the other elephant.
How dare you? Dare
Your Ralph gave you that purse and also is in garbage?
Yeah, what you're telling...
Excuse me, I'm sorry to interrupt you from afar. But did you say you're Ralph? Meaning to say that you are also married to a Ralph? In garbage?
Yeah.
That complicates things.
Tell me something, Marilyn. What's your last name?
Johnson.
That makes things simpler.
Wait a minute. That can't be true. I'm Marilyn. I'm Judith Johnson. Oh my God, my brain. What's happening?
Complicates things again.
Our husbands are the same.
Oh my God!
You're cheating?
My husband? I didn't know he was married to someone else. How could I know?
Excuse me, I must go to my room for no reason whatsoever. Doug!
Yes, sir.
You were waiting in my room the whole time?
Yes. I found myself with some extra pocket change, so I took a shower.
Doug, you know, last year, when I was here and I asked you not to ask questions,
Yes?
and then you very graciously gave me advice. I need your help again, my friend.
I'm ready to help you in any way I can, sir.
You know when you have a task to perform, and you are given very specific instructions, a last name, a marital status with a man named Johnson. And, well, the target, the person that you're looking for is not so clearly found. What do you do?
Well, I suppose you have to err on the side of caution. and do what's ever necessary to fulfill your job.
You know, I haven't told you what my job is, of course, but you know that I have artistic integrity.
Absolutely, sir.
I do the job exactly right.
What is the job? Please tell me.
I told you, apothecary.
I looked that up since the last time we met. You lied. That doesn't mean math.
I didn't say that.
It means that you're some type of medieval chemist or something. Something like dark magic and powers and philosopher's stones and all kinds of supernatural things.
Oh, that's all mumbo-jumbo, Douglas.
I don't think it is. Who sent you here? And for what nefarious purpose?
I asked you not to ask any questions.
Well, I'm done not asking questions!
And in that moment, he told him exactly why he was there.
I am here to take the life of a woman. And yes, by magical ways.
You're here to hurt Marilyn Johnson, aren't you?
I am here to hurt A. Johnson, Douglas. I don't know the first name of the person I am to hurt.
Well, it's about time you found out. Because I'm the guy who's been calling you and hiring you.
Or I never saw his face because it was over the phone. It all makes sense. When you deepened your voice, you sounded exactly like him.
Yes, I know.
You have a problem with these women.
Yes, I do. You might not recognize the face because I take pains to hide within circles, within circles, within circles. But I am Diphtheria Marks.
Diphtherius Mark?
Crime boss to the star.
To the what?
To the star. Don't you understand? This Johnson fella's been eaten into my disposable waste territory. So I decided to punish him by having somebody knock off his wife. But now that it seems he has 2 wives, that's great. 2 for the price of 1.
I cannot kill the both of them. You know this.
Oh, but you're an apothecary. You can do much better than killing them. You can use your mumbo-jumbo to give them what they want. And in giving them what they want, getting rid of them from this earth.
That makes sense.
You've heard, I assume, of opposite worlds.
I have dabbled in the arts of altering reality, yes.
I have it on good authority that the first Mrs. Johnson would love to go to opposite world. I imagine the second one would as well. I want you to use your potions and powders and elixirs and send them both to opposite world. When Johnson realizes both of his wives are missing, he'll be so vulnerable that he's sure to make a mistake, allowing me to eradicate him from my life.
You have convinced me.
The opposite world. The Twilight Zone has a very devious sense of humor. He went to his apothecary case, grabbed various vials of many potions. He made his concoction. It was perfect. He went down to the lobby, and finding the other two ladies there, poisoned their drinks with a single drop in each one.
Say, let's come back and sit where we were. So this must have been my glass. It's more full.
They took a sip.
Cheers.
But as I said, the Twilight Zone is not without a sense of humor. The second the sip was taken, Marilyn's consciousness went into the apothecary's. Judith's consciousness went into the other man. And vice versa, they took each other's form in a blink of an eye.
Say, who are you? Why am I wearing this dress? What the?
Oh no.
And just then, guess who walked in? The husband.
This is not good.
What are you looking at me like that for?
Who are you?
Why you stand there like a numbnuts?
Look, sweeties, I can explain everything. Okay, obviously you two found each other and you realized I was living a double life, right?
Sure. Let me tell you something, though. Have you ever heard of something called diphtheria, Marks?
Darling, how do you know about him?
What are you talking about? I am him. It's me. I work for...
Judith, what are you talking about?
Quit calling me Judith.
Your name's Judith. You want me to call you by your pet name?
Judith suddenly saw her reflection in a mirror and realized what happened.
Good Lord, what's wrong with this guy?
Sweetie. It's me. Remind me of my name.
Madeline, you want me to call you by your pet name?
Yes, sweetie.
All right, Sweet Peaches. Look, we can make this work. The three of us. Okay, I gotta come clean about something else. I'm not just into garbage. I'm into some deeper things. Is how I'm affording these purses that I'm giving to you.
Well, let me ask you something. Does it have anything to do with that lace that's coming out of the collar there?
Yeah. Don't worry about that. I got an implant, and that's just a little bit of bone sticking out.
Say, why don't I try to fix us some drinks?
Sure. You two are taking this surprisingly well. I thought you'd be doing a cat fight, scratching each other up. No, we can make this work. I can have 2 wives. I'm worth it.
I don't know what's going on. This is ridiculous. I'm a man. Douglas? Were you not a man before? No, I was Mrs. Johnson. I am Mrs. Johnson. Where's my freaking cigarette? It's like my conscience has been zapped into this awesome body. I got less lucky. Madeline? Yes, such an easy name to remember. Really? Judith, yes. Madeline, I don't know what's going on, but
Wait a
Suddenly-
second. I had a conversation with you earlier. Not you, but Douglas you, about opposite world.
That must be what's happened. Don't you understand?
Yes, I'm the one that explained it to you.
Well, that means we're men now.
We're men now.
And not only men, but men with magical apothecarial powers.
Yes, you're right. You're right, we are.
I mean, I spent so many years trying to run away from things. Things that women have to run away from. But we don't have to run away from those things anymore.
You're right, we don't.
Because now we're men.
I'm gonna call my husband.
No, why?
Because
Don't you understand? That's what the old us would have done. We would have called our husbands, and we would have said, "Oh, honey, I'm so scared."
I was gonna confront him.
You were?
Yes. Imagine. He receives a call from someone saying that this time I'm the one that got the other man, huh? What if now he gets to feel my pain, huh?
Oh, yes, call him right now.
Thank you. 5.
It's a good thing this town only has 6 people in it.
It's ringing now. To my husband.
Hello. This is Ralph. I'm sorry. I'm not available. I have a newfangled machine that'll take your calls, though.
I'll leave him. I don't think that's a thing yet. Dang it!
Well, I'd say we go find him then.
He's in New York.
So, they make airplanes, don't they? Do.
Oh boy. We're in trouble.
We're in for something. I don't know what it is.
I don't know how I'm the best apothecary person ever. How did I mix this up?
Say you got the stuff that can reverse this? You do it right now.
Ladies, once you come out of that room, we can get to business, the 3 of us.
Look, I don't know if I can get us out of this. I've never had to re-opposite things.
I have a lot of sway in the dark world. The circles within circles, I like to call it. Let me see if I can make a call to someone. Let me see. Hello. Operator. This is diphtheria. Diphtheria. D-Y. Oh. Yeah, I want you to connect me to Big Boss. I said Big Boss. Oh. Okay. Oh. Big Boss doesn't want to take my calls.
No. Look.
Hey, girls, can I come in? Come on, I'm getting impatient.
You go first.
Man, these men are aggressive.
Hey,
Hey, sweetie.
look, I know you two want to get all hot and heavy with me, but I got to tell you something. There's 2 men in this hotel. Real pieces of work. There's this short one, real ugly sort. And it's a bearded one, and he don't smell too good. Well, that one, he's my competitor. And the other one is an assassin he hired. But they're not too smart. They didn't count on me coming here. So, to make sure they don't cause any problems, I'm just gonna go kill them. Alright? And then, we can get hot and heavy. Get ready.
He ain't in New York. He's right here in the hotel.
I know, I saw his car too, okay?
Well, I'm just saying. Look, I think we ought to just confront him and you do your thing, and I'll do my thing, and we'll get the empowerment we deserve.
Yeah, that's right. Let's go now.
Knock, knock, knock.
He's...
Room service.
Hello, stranger.
I guess you can clean our room.
This is so weird because some way or another I used to be room service.
That wasn't you. Come on in, make it quick.
It's you!
It's me, Ralph.
Ralph!
Yes. So, you thought, diphtheria, that you could knock me off, huh?
You don't even know me, do you? I'm Judith, your wife.
Wait. What are you getting at here?
I guess we'll abandon the plan. I'm Marilyn, your wife.
What the hell are you talking about? Wait. Marilyn, she was taking that Japanese karate thing.
It's pronounced karate.
No, that's right.
You never really took an interest in what I did. You were always out and about, trying to woo other women. You don't think I noticed when you would make eyes at the waitresses, or when you would make eyes at the librarians, or when you would make eyes at the garbage people?
This one said something to him that only they would know. What did they tell him? 1, 2, 3.
Pet leg. Birthmark.
A birthmark. And what was the birthmark shape?
Apple.
A what?
Apple.
Yes, a birthmark in the shape of an apple. And where is it? Nah, no, that's right.
And you think, after all of those years that I supported you, including your insecurity on your apple-shaped birthmark on your... on your ass!
Stop! Put that down. Put it down. Put it down, I said.
I'm so confused. I don't know who is who.
You look like me.
And you look like me.
Wait a minute. You're a nice lady. And you're a nice lady. But your husband has to go because he's messing with the ROI on Diphtheria Inc. You see, garbage is a commodity. And garbage, I'll tell you something. Garbage is something that everybody got. Everybody needs to get rid of it. And there's only one company. It's diphtheria. So you see, Johnson, you got to go.
Why do you act like such a jerk?
How dare you? I operate in circles. In circles.
Look, I
Circles.
got a way to resolve all this. I can have 4 spouses.
You hired me, and I'm an agent of integrity. So what do I do?
Take him out. I want him out.
Wait a minute. Don't you see what's going on here? We were trying to find our empowerment by becoming men. But we don't have to be men to be empowered. We need to go back into our female bodies, and we need to become empowered women and put him in his place not with bullets, but with sarcasm.
That's right. Put him in his place with sarcasm. They need to go back in their proper form. And on the count of 3, please tell them how they can do that. Only one way possible. 1, 2, 3.
Dancing like a chicken.
Put a quarter in the shower.
Yes, they must put a quarter in the shower and dance like a chicken.
Look, I have one more idea. Fix my mess up here.
Well, I hope it's not ridiculous.
Before you talk, before you say anything, I just got to say that I've enjoyed having this. I'm gonna miss this.
You're a creep.
I know. We gotta get him water. Anybody have some quarters?
Water, quarters.
Oh, wait, I got quarters here in my pocket.
I like this idea. I'll start getting undressed.
One of my mentor puppies. Raise anything. All right, splash yourselves.
They're just in the rec room right now having lunch. Excellent, excellent. I must warn you, they think that they've traded places, so.
That's very common with patients with schizophrenia, bipolar, dissociative disorders. But as long as they don't get wet in the shower, they should be. Patients, time for your medicine.
It worked! I'm me again! I'm me again, doctor! I'm me again!
Me too.
Me too.
I feel whole.
Alright, we still have more work to do, but the progress we've made is exponential.
Don't look in the suitcase.
But yet there's another twist at the end. Flashback to the shower.
Get the water all over your
That's what they had hoped was the case. They hoped that they were mentally troubled. They hoped, because that would have offered a tangible answer, a logical reason. But of course, they were all mentally sane. And it was in the deepest depths of their own selves that they were troubled to be. So much so that they had even wished for a mental delusion. That is the lesson that the Twilight Zone has for them. For each of them, in their own way, despised the life that they had lived. They despised the choices that they had made. And only in a place where they could become the opposite, where they could experience the feelings, the lives of another, was a place that they could really understand who they really were. And the choices they made in their lives could potentially be done and undone with their new understanding. And that is only possible in the place that is the opposite of all, the Twilight Zone.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension.